Welcome everyone. This has been featured quite heavily on my channel recently. It's the Purple 215. But I'm going to be drilling down into the receiver. I'll demonstrate the problem that I've got with it. Okay, this has got a Frsky XSR in it. I've used D4R2s, XSRs, X4Rs, X8Rs, all the other ones, even to the MXSR or RXSR. This is the first time I've come across this. All of my quads feed telemetry back to my X9D Plus and my X7, except this one. Okay, on this momentary switch, all I've got set up is to read the voltage. This is a store charged battery, 11.4 volts.
10.4 volts, 0.
No matter where the voltage level is on these packs, all I get is 10.4. So if we there we go. The sensors, RSSI, RXbattery and A2. If I discover new sensors, these are all the sensors that I get from it. It is hooked up to a valid UART with the correct settings, telemetry being sent out over the TX pad of the UART, and this is all it provides. So I believe some XSRs don't have the correct firmware on, or have an old firmware that doesn't transmit telemetry correctly or interpret it or whatever the Frsky system does. So with that, I've got an XSR here, and on the silk screen you have the 5 pins here. I don't want to butcher, you only get one in this, unlike the D4R2s and the X4R. I don't want to ruin one, and it's already soldered and wired. But the port on here, ground 5 volt S.Port, I need to flash this, and you can do it with the X9D Plus and the X7. What we do is get the XSR firmware, and I'll put it on to the X7 by bootloader USB cable. That's the easiest way. But what I'm going to do is extract it. It's in the back here, and I'm just going to pop the connector off, and I'm going to make a custom one that corresponds to the first 3 pins. I believe the port is a 1.25mm pitch, and like anyone, I've got loads of these left kicking around from a Runcam Mini Swift or something. Some in here from a D4R2. This is from a Swift Mini as well, I think. 1.25mm pitch 3-pin header there to the servo lead. I'll run through it in a sec. I'll make the cable up, extract the receiver, or drop this connector off and pull the port out so I can connect this in. Let's see how it goes. Okay, downloaded the Frsky XSR firmware archive. So to put this into like a bootloader to get the drive to show up, quite simple. Trims towards each other, like yaw and roll. Quick press on the power button. There we go. Leave it like that, and we just plug the USB cable in, and it should show up as a removable drive, or 2 even. We want, I forget which one it is. I think it's the X7. Yeah, okay, firmware. Here we go. I use international, so I need the FCC version, not the LBT. So I'm just going to drag that across and copy it to the SD card via the USB cable. It's only really small, so that's done. I can get rid of the, safely eject the 2 Tyrannus drives now. Okay. And we're done with the USB cable on the computer. So excuse me while I just solder this up quickly, and then we'll get back and I'll show you, hopefully, how it flashes, and touch wood, plenty about, we get telemetry. It even says in the version release notes, 2017-6.5, improved compatibility between S.Port and F3, which this is an F3 board. So yeah. Now that should mesh up with this, and connects all from the X7 into the XSR. Well, here's a little tip. As I've prepared these to strip the ends off, I don't know if you can pick that up on my camera, but all I've done is just separate it. I haven't taken it off all the way on every wire outlet, so I'm going to be tinning these up. To take them off, all I do is use it to twist the wire and pull it off at the same time. There we go, got really nice twisted wire to tin up. And there we have it, that's our customer cable. Right, let's do it the old fashioned way. Don't much messing about. Oh, no pins in there. A bit annoying, but we can do it from the back as I've already got this labelled up. Okay, after that messing about with the S.Port, that's not actually an S.Port, it's just a hole. Got to do it from the module bay at the back, so I just need to swap the black and the red over. Alright, let's try again, shall we? Okay, S.Port at the bottom. See if I can get all this in shot. Long press on menu, second page, firmware, down to my XSR. Flash external, and hopefully we should get a light on the receiver. Yeah, we are getting lights. It's a slow flash red light. I don't know if you can see in there. I don't really want to touch anything flashing. Make sure you've got plenty of power in your radio as well before you do this. We're getting progress. Don't do this if you're running like a 3-cell pack on your X9D Plus or anything, because it does put out VCC voltage through these pins. You can do it with an FTDI adapter as well. I believe that is done. Alright, after all that messing about, cable's back in. There's no beeping signifying there's no bind or no receiver detected. This is my aux 3 but has a beeper on it. Well, that's a good sign.
0, 0.
Right, no telemetry on there yet. So what we need to do is go into menu, step back 2 pages. Right, oh I've got 2% fuel. Oh yeah, put petrol in it. Right, brilliant. All my sensors have showed up now, so that's all good. Let's have a look for the right one. Right, all the accelerometers reporting. We've got 10, 20, 30,000 degrees temperature. Wow. Right, okay, let's get serious. The one I'm after is VFAS and maybe current, maybe display that on the thing for testing on the screen. Heading, right, that's cool. RSSI. See, there's that A2 setting again. It's borderline the same voltage. I don't know what it is, but it's not the right one. So with that, I've got the telemetry I want. Now I can. Right, okay. Right, it's set it to temp 1. There we go. If I give it a bit of throttle to start the timer, because it's throttle S mode stick. 6 seconds, and we should see a telemetry readout of 11.3. Right, 11.3.
11.2 volts, 6 seconds. 11.2 volts, 6 seconds.
Okay, VBAT scaler needs a slight bit of tweaking, but I'm getting exactly what I needed. So, with that,
Telemetry lost.
Brilliant, I can button this back up. Right, I hope this has helped in a certain way, a long-winded way of Benny Hill music. How to flash your XSR, get telemetry working on this F3 board. It might be common across other F3 boards. But do note I had to have it set to S.Port, not the Frsky telemetry option on the UART it was on. That was a bit of a trip up. But with that, thanks for watching. Catch you next time.
Yeah, Billy. Hey.